Alright, y'all, welcome back. Second video of the year. So we're already up to a better start than last year. So 2023 really is the year. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I'm just gonna hop right into it because I don't really have a long attention span. I'm not gonna like describe how short it is, the attention span. But anyway, just moving on. So I'm joined in here with one new guest and a returning guest. Y'all know Athul. He missed last time because he was just like, you know what, I'm tired. I just don't want to come.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then we got Drew. So Drew, just like tell everyone who you are, what you do. Oh no, this is El Capitan as well. So
El Capitan for Massive FC. You already know.
Yeah.
Big Manchester United fan, as you can see. Toronto FC as well. Big local, long-time Ottawa local player. I've played the game pretty much all my life. Starting as a goalie, played through a couple local clubs and out of high school at St. Paul. So very much a fan of the sport and glad to be on.
All right. So jumping on Man United. First of all, that was not a goal. Rashford was impeding the play. Like I thought as soon as he left the ball and Fernandes hit the ball, I was like, okay, they're gonna call it back for offside. And then when I saw it, I'm just like, City dropped points, so I'm happy about that. But in all fairness, that wasn't a goal.
Yeah,
that wasn't a goal. According to the rules, that's not a goal.
Well, that's what I was talking to my roommate Hunter about. Like he really wasn't happy about the goal. I was just happy to see the game level. And I mean, like, I'm 50-50. Like, I think it shouldn't have counted because of the obvious reasons and how the rules are stated.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, he really didn't touch it. But that's not how the rule works. And like, if you were playing like a game of like FIFA,
yeah,
the referee would have blown you offside before the ball, like before Rashford even made his run.
Yeah.
So like from a video game standpoint alone, FIFA's already like showed you that would have been offside textbook. And then there's just the logistical sense of it. Was he impeding the play? A lot would say yes. Mendy would have made the tackle and got in there before Rashford Fernandes would have finished the play. So
yeah. So now, I mean, I feel you on that. Man City they've not been the same team. Like
No.
we're gonna see the defense. I don't know why Diaz is still in the bench. I like Akanji, he's fast, strong and everything else. But him and Ake, it just looks very clumsy. They don't put the first beginning of the season when Haaland was scoring like 4 or 5 goals a game,
3-piece a game.
You were like, oh, this is crazy. But the last few games they've looked like void of ideas. It's like,
yeah, and like I think that Ake was doing well during the World Cup, and then you expect that form to translate, in the Premier League. But yeah, I don't think anyone would be on the same caliber as Diaz.
No. The whole team is I don't know. I think it might be the middle, but Rodri is like a great defensive middle, world class. Great.
He's
player.
solid. He holds it.
Yeah. So I just don't know why there's just like no forward, like, no one's just like dragging the ball. I see KDB doing it, but sometimes I'll see him on the right playing more of the wing. I just don't see someone like to drag the ball forward. Like Foden can do that, but he's been put on the right, on the left, on the right, where he's really ineffective.
He's also been playing more bench than you would have imagined this season,
Yeah.
especially because of his hot start. Him and Haaland were firing on all cylinders, and it was like, okay, this is Foden's season to take over and show what he can really do. He's the England golden boy.
Yeah.
But now he's kind of playing a little bit of bench role, much to my surprise.
But Grealish has been playing the last few games. Grealish has been playing well.
Grealish has been clashed, and I mean, as you would hope for a man of his price tag and skill caliber, of course. But
yeah,
100.
City just has so much depth, and watching them play, like before they conceded, like that goal really truly did throw them off.
Yeah.
They weren't in the right mindset after it, and they were super organized up until that point. And just watching their passing, like usually City is like that, but like once that first goal happens, there was just a disconnect in the whole team. You could see the riff, and like once Garnacho came on and that second goal played off, you already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah,
much to my liking.
But at the end of the day, it's still Man City, So it's like you guys won it like 5 of the last 6 times. So I would have just expected. I expected more. We expect City to like win all the games except for like 3-4. Like you can just say, oh, just had a day off. They might have switched tactics around there, but it's just not looking the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like I don't know. Like, I feel like because Pep had so much time to think about, like especially during the World Cup, like he just had a lot of like time to like mess or like screw around with the team.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like Grealish, like he's improving. He's better, but like he's not as good as Foden.
No.
And I don't know. Like he said as well. Like with like going like a goal down, they just don't know how to deal with it. It seems like they're panicking and changing things up, and I don't think it works.
They really do try to play a perfect game, tiki taka and all that fun, but
Just
yeah,
boot the ball.
they get
I
shattered.
hate it. I hate it.
Absolutely shattered.
I don't care how good of a goalkeeper, like as a goalkeeper, I don't care how good you are with your feet, but it comes to a point in time where I'm just like, okay, boot it. They just keep taking time. I'm like, just keep the damn
Ederson's
ball.
definitely got some nerve. Like coming from a goalie perspective, you would never catch me holding a ball that long, especially not near my goal line. He does this as a common thing now because I don't know, he thinks he's cheeky for it, but honestly, it's not the move, and it's cost him once or twice now.
It actually has cost them like a few points. I would say I can count about 2-3 Edison errors a season. But now it used to be Man City running away with the league, so 2-3 it's like, okay, you know what?
We ain't gonna care.
Yeah,
we don't
I
even
think-
care. But
yeah.
now,
I think at this point, like it's just predictable what he's gonna do.
yeah.
And because of that, like a lot of teams, you can see like against City especially that they're pressing a lot more when the keeper has the ball. Like
Yeah.
they're just darting forward, they're pressing, and it works. Like it's showing.
Oh yeah, so you know what? It's just a good turnaround for United and City. Like, they had a good result, so it's the title race is heating up. So we're just gonna quickly go to Juventus because I wanted to start with this. But Juve once again, Juve in trouble. If you guys haven't heard, they're out here money laundering or something. I don't know what they're doing over there, but 15 points, it's done. I think this is the point where Juve have to do another rebuild because the last few seasons, they got Vlasic last season, but the last 2 seasons have been kind of like underwhelming. Like the other teams have been AC Milan, Napoli, Inter Milan, Atalanta. They have
Roma
been
even.
they have been actually getting better and better and better, and Juve have just been stagnant. They're like old. They're old again. They're the old lady. They're old. Like
Facts.
they need some. They have some young, some good young players, but now with the 15 points deduction, and the January transfer window, some people might be looking out and say, you know what, Chiesa, you know what, it's enough. Like it's time for me to move on. So many of their players might be active. But what you guys think about the whole Juve Sando? First of all,
I mean, it's a huge power trip for the Serie A league, that's for sure, because Juve has been the dominant force for such a long time, and now we're finally seeing a little bit of balance restored back in that
Yeah.
league the last few seasons. And I mean, Napoli's had a huge resurgence this year.
they're going
But-
crazy.
Yeah, but I was looking at the standings today. Everything else is a whole 1-point differential.
Yeah.
You look at second place all the way down to 7th with Roma, all the way up to AC Milan or whoever's in second right now.
Yeah.
It is a 1-point difference between all those teams.
And
So there's lots.
and Napoli's, they're hitting teams for 8-4. AC Milan, they've been doing well. Inter as well. Inter's always Inter. AC Milan, AS Roma have been.
They're on the slope. They're in 7th, but like I said, it's a 1-point difference. So
Yeah.
you can go on a tear, you can lose one player, and that could offset your whole balance. And then one team's in trouble and another team's benefiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to watch in that league. It's very exciting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the La Liga as well, because I mean, people's like Sociedad are there, but it's between Real and Barca.
Yeah, it's the same old, right? Like,
Nothing
it's
new
always
there.
the same too, and I honestly get so bored, like watching that league.
Yeah.
Like you'll have your upsets here and there,
Yeah.
like especially with the cup, but like realistically, like everyone was like, "Oh, Barcelona's going down,"
Yeah.
with all the whole transfer thing.
Yeah.
But realistically, like I don't think the La Liga will change anytime soon.
Well, I mean, you got Betis and you have the other teams. So like the Champions League, just like in Syria, the Champions League and the European places, it's getting interesting, and it's getting to the point where it's going to be like a game every single day, like in a week. So it's going to start shaping up. So but it's still back to the real Barca, real 1-2 punches. So the Serie A, like Juventus, like they've been knocked down a peg. So what are they going to do? How are they going to go about it? They just have to be perfect to even like think about Europa. Not even Champions League. They have to be perfect to think about Europa. So it's a tough task uphill. It's very, very tough.
Bundesliga is actually following the same suit now that I think about it with La Liga. Like it's like you were saying with the upsets and stuff. Like I've seen Dortmund and Munich drop to teams out of nowhere that they have no business losing to.
Union Berlin.
Yeah, exactly. That's
No, no.
exactly what I was thinking. That upset not too long ago. And I mean, like at the end of the day, it's still going to be Dortmund and Munich till the end. There might be a third or a fourth to challenge, but it's following the same suit as La Liga.
Don't add Dortmund. It's just Munich. Like I get it. It comes to a point, and then Munich, they literally just start going crazy.
For Madge's sake, I had to give Dortmund the benefit of the doubt and not put him on blast like that.
Yo, shout out Madge. So now we're gonna talk about the transfers because Chelsea are still on a madness.
Yes, sir.
They're on a
Yes, sir,
Syracuse
man.
spending
You know what?
spree.
I respect it because every time we lose a game, Todd Bowley spends. That's just how it goes. And like
No, literally though.
and like you know what? Like, yeah, I'm mad that we're 10th, but like with the way we're spending this January,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, I can't be too mad if we lose because this guy will spend money. He's not afraid to spend money,
So
Yeah.
that's that tactic is. I would like that tactic. I'm not salty about the Modric thing. I'm still kind of am still, but we got Trossard, so I'm a take it. But he's just spending and just attacking. Like I would try do the midfield. Kante is even when he comes back, he's getting on the elder side and he's been out for a while. Gallagher, he's just out there doing Planet Fitness. Bro, Gallagher
he should have stayed in Palace. Respectfully,
Nah,
I
he
like
should've.
Chris. I like
like
Conor
him, but
Gallagher
he's
a lot,
just
but he
running.
needs a move. Chelsea's not using them.
But, like-
it doesn't seem like he's part of their plan. He should move to a middle tier team and find his footing.
See, the thing with Chelsea is like all these years we've been giving like the management and the ownership a lot of crap for like not playing like these players that we send on loan and they play well.
Yeah,
We end up just like offloading them right after.
yeah,
So we're doing
Abraham.
like whatever the fans want now.
yeah,
But realistically, all the players that come back from loan,
yeah.
they don't do well like at Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We give them a shot, which is
Yeah.
which is good, right?
Tammy
We want
Abraham's one that comes to mind.
Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No, but
that's
he's
true.
But
I've
Mount's
heard his
asking
name
for
transfer.
like some Ramsey money.
Yeah, no, I've been hearing his name in the transfer rumors lately.
Oh, Mount?
Yeah, much to my surprise.
No, he wants Ramsey money. He wants like when Ramsey was like, "Yo, Arsenal, give me
Oh,
300
no.
bags. I'm not leaving." And like,
Chelsea has deep pockets, but I mean, they've
300
got
bags
a lot
for
of,
Mount.
they got a lot of
300?
players in those like positions, a lot of up and comings, and here and there like money savers. So
No,
might
if
have
his
to watch.
form was like, I would say 2 years ago when he was booming, I'd be like, okay, yeah, talk your talk.
Yeah.
But now it's like, bro, just hush. Start getting assists, start scoring because he's supposed to be the link. He's supposed to be the link between the midfield. He's playing in the position that I wish Foden was for Man City.
Yeah.
Just behind
Yeah.
the attackers. But with his quality and everything else, he should be doing better. He should be. And Chelsea has, because they suck in one position, which is center midfield. And if Loftus-Cheek, I know he didn't have the best start of the year, but he's actually a player I still have a lot of faith in for some reason. I don't know. I just
Trust
look
the
at it and
process.
I'm like, yo, you can still do it. You can still be that player we thought you were gonna be. He's decent, but it's just not turned out what we used to. So you need that kind of player.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like, he got injured in 2018, the same year that Hazard
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
And, like, he got injured in that friendly game in Australia.
Yeah.
And, like, ever since, like, he hasn't been the same. Like, he was scoring goals,
Yeah.
assisting. He was that one player that, like you said, like, plays that role that can
Yeah.
go forward,
Yeah.
but play defensive as well.
Yeah.
A bit like Makalele.
Yeah.
So,
I would put him in like the same both of as Pogba, because he could have been that player that he takes the ball, he's moving forward. Like I love Vieira, like like he's just Yaya Toure, lanky, 1-2s, skillful, techie, all of that. he just, I don't know. They just need to unlock it. Maybe not put him defensive and give him free reign. But then you need that good defensive midfielder. You need a Casemiro.
The issue is, I don't know if you've noticed, we've been trying to play him at right midfield instead of center mid, and that's definitely not his role. Like he's got the power, he's got the pace, he's got everything. Like he's basically just like a taller Reece James, like as in not ability wise, but you know the same way, the same play style.
Yeah,
but he's better in the middle of the park. He's definitely not a right midfielder or someone down the wing, right?
That's how I always pegged him, at least.
Yeah, you let him float. You let him float and let him do what he wants to do. Like I see him playing similar to, I would like say, Thomas Partey, because like he will come deep, get the ball, initiate the play, go, keep on going. He won't score like 20 goals a season. He won't maybe have 10, 15 assists. He will get goals and he will have assists, but he's like I would say the hockey assist. He will have a lot of hockey assists and all that stuff.
Possession and control the midfield, kind of boss it. More of a stats guy, like beneath the scenes, if you will.
Exactly. He's supposed to be the coach on the the orchestrator. Is it the orchestrator? The guys with the the maestro.
Yeah.
That's how I always like to describe like a proper midfielder, like Kevin De Bruyne, or like a really good CDM who could like play from the back and like orchestrate plays.
Yeah, like Tonali, like something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Well, Kessie is there. I know he's available. Well, Barca, everyone's available. Everyone's available, and everyone.
Memphis Depay is most definitely going.
Oh yeah,
he's already gone.
He's gone. Atletico.
Atletico. Okay, so that was.
But that's weird. I didn't want him to go to Atletico, man. Atletico plays shitty football, man. But he might be the change. Him and Griezmann. Nah, Griezmann's been playing shit. I don't know. I have no faith. I have no faith in Atletico. Oh, Atletico Ottawa, I have a lot of faith in them, but Atletico Madrid, come on, guys.
I was gonna say you gotta be careful with
we're still waiting for our transfer window to open up for those boys.
No, true. Like speaking on Atletico for one quick second before we go back on topic, we need some transfers. I see everybody having the time of their lives, dancing.
We know why that is, though. We know why Atletico Ottawa is not making transfers. We gotta wait to see what happens with Nate. We gotta wait to see what happens with Ollie.
But we still have a lot.
Diego
more
too.
We lost Sissoko.
Yeah,
that's true. The loss of Sissoko and
that's
Wright.
brutal because
I didn't think he would go.
If you watch the games, like Sissoko was that CDM that you guys are talking about, right?
Yeah.
He's that guy that can go back, bring the ball forward because no one can get the ball off him. The guy's huge, right?
Yeah,
and he's got the technique. Like, you can tell he comes from experience. Played in like some pretty big clubs as well.
Oh yeah, but I mean, with Zach coming fit for this season, that's going to be like a whole new signing. And
Huberhof.
Yeah. And
that's true. We didn't have a lot of him last season.
And Shaw too coming fit as well. So we have like players coming back that is kind of like a new signing, Baulu and them. So we just have to wait to see what's happening with the guys. Obviously, would like to see them get signed.
Yeah,
get bigger contracts.
I'd love to see Espejo play in the MLS with Inter Miami. I think they've got a very bright future. They just picked up Josef Martinez from Atlanta.
What did Atlanta do? You know what? We're gonna have a whole show.
Yeah, no, Atlanta they let the ball drop on that one. Anyone in the comments section knew that. Inter Miami though, David Beckham and Neville out there.
Yeah.
Those boys are onto something.
No,
MLS
they get rid
needs to
of
watch
Neville.
out.
He's just like his brother. They can't coach.
Yeah.
That's so
they
true.
Can't coach
you can't.
He's there because of his name, not because he's a good coach.
Yeah,
no.
It's the brand recognition.
Is the United link. He's like, yo, bro, okay, I'm gonna let you know the formations, everything. You just go out there and look serious. That's all he does.
Try your best at least.
Yeah. Phil Neville just goes out there. He's just like, all right, cool. Puts his hands on his hips. He has like an earpiece in. Like zoom in. He has an earpiece in or something. He's getting information because
the boys in the Sky Sports box are.
Yeah.
No, it's actually the earpiece is Gary Neville trying to speak Spanish.
It all makes sense now.
No wonder why the text is always so screwed up. If you guys know, you know. If you don't know, guys, just go to your football, unlock your football heritage. Just like go back and drag. It's Gary Neville had a good time in Valencia. Anyway, back on the topic. So, yeah, you know what, Chelsea, I just think they just need to make some more signings in the right places, but they do now have a lot of competition in the force, and they have different angles they can come at you with. That's the only one thing. You have different angles that they can come at someone with. They're gonna kind of need them because we have teams like Newcastle who still have not been spending their Abu Dhabi money, and they're looking really good. They're 3 transfers away, and a coach. Because
Right?
Eddie Howe, I like, I like him, but he's an upgraded Steve Bruce. Like,
Yeah.
no, they have such good players, and they should be playing like you've seen. They can play beautiful football.
Thank
But
God
the
they loaned
draws-
Chris Wood.
Yeah.
Thank God they loaned off Chris Wood. He was not going to friggin' do anything for them this season. We already they got Isaac over there. The Magpies, they're doing fine.
Nah. But
Mount,
Yo,
they want to
like,
get
Wood,
they
I'll
want
take
Mountain a lot.
I think they're offered Furlan Mendy like twice his like wages. So it's like
Their
like I
defense
saw
is
the
already
deal.
pretty
It's
solid.
it's
Yeah.
something like you can't actually reject. Like I'm
Offer
hoping
you
he
can't
comes
refuse.
into the Prem,
Yeah.
but honestly, he's a mid left back. If I'm being honest,
Yeah.
he
Matt
has
Target's
too much.
fine.
Yeah, Matt Target is okay, but
Yeah.
they need that left back that can go forward like Furlan Mendy, get
That's true,
involved in the attack. Because
Yeah.
attacking wise, they're a bit like dodgy because
they are.
yeah.
It's more of they just need that one player to have that one good game. You have the Almiron who have a sparkling day and he'll initiate everything.
Oh,
Trippier.
Yeah,
what have his
Trippier
names?
will
Bruno
save
in the middle.
Guimaraes. Yeah.
Guimaraes. We have Wilson. When sometimes he'll just be like, you just see Wilson just poke
He's
two
that
goals.
guy.
So they have like players that have showed up and continually showed up, and they do have a good team. Joe Linton. To be honest, I like Joe Linton. I like him as a center midfield. Ever since Eddie Howe came and transformed him, I hate coming up against Joe Linton because first of all, he's a piss take. Second of all, he's actually realizes he's big and strong, and he's adding goals to his game. But if he now was like, if he had this, I would say, this form when he was playing like up front, he would have been such a dangerous attacker. But anyway, he's now a center midfield.
It's all
Hey,
about
Chelsea,
Saint
you guys get
Maxima.
Joe Linton. He
It's
might
all
help
about
you
Saint
guys.
Maxima for me.
I mean, to be honest,
Yeah, that's my guy.
to be honest, I think like I'd take Zakaria on a permanent deal.
No, he's been good.
I would actually take him on
I
a
liked
permanent
that.
deal
I
now.
did like that as a loan.
He was. I mean, like at the start, I was like super confused. Like, why aren't we playing this guy?
That's
Like,
what
I
my
don't know.
thoughts
Like
were.
internally, whatever is
Some
happening.
maybe
is
minutes
happening.
or I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but he starts playing and like it surprises me, or like
He's found
I'm like
consistent form.
I'm kind of it's shitty to say this, but like honestly, like he's one of the only players that play for the badge, and
Yeah.
he's on loan. You know what I mean?
that's true. Him
Says
and
something.
what's that? The guy got from Aston Villa. That young center midfielder. Dang, I'm spacing on his name.
Is he French?
No, he's English. English, like
Yeah. who the heck?
yeah, he played. I forget his name, but he's been a gem. He got him from Aston Villa.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Trezor.
Chukwuemeka.
Chukwuemeka.
Chukwuemeka,
That's my guy.
Carney.
Yeah, Connie. Yeah. He's a bright spot. He just needs more game time. And because when he was at Aston Villa, he looked like him and Ramsey.
Yeah.
They looked good and they looked more mature. But he came to Chelsea. I think maybe it's like a bigger club and everything. He's getting his feet. But when he played, he moves. He's a player that was actually pushing things forward. Your youth players have been playing like Hall. Like,
Lewis Hall.
oh my, I didn't even
What
know
a
about
left
him,
back.
but he's sick.
What a left back.
He's
Let me tell
sick.
you, he can play left wing back as well. With the three at the back.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when Reece James was
Yeah,
playing
I
at
was
the
gonna
right
say,
wing
what
back.
if you played him like that?
Yeah, like honestly, like we got smacked against City, but he actually played well.
No,
He
was
actually
one
could
of
have scored too.
Yeah, he was only
Yeah.
one of the only few people that played well that game. So you guys, they have a little potential. We just have to see what Potter does, but he has to do something now because the way the teams are spending, Nottingham Forest and Wolves are pulling players left, right, and center, big
Ooh.
names like it's nothing. Wolves just got
They got
Sanabria from PSG for 5 million.
Yeah.
And they got Cunha from Atletico in the
Yeah.
transfer window before, so they haven't been doing too bad. I've been hearing about Adama Traore possibly going to Napoli though. So I think
No, they should not let him go to Napoli because it'll be over.
Oh,
well,
It'll be over
I
in Napoli.
forgot to bring it up over in our Serie A conversation.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
to see Napoli win the league, so I
Are
don't
they
want him
going
to
to?
go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like they're like Wolves just got Mario Lamina as well,
That's
who
true.
played for Juventus.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Send him. So you see, they're stacking up, but they still play shit.
Yeah, I'd
They
expect
just have a
more
lot of
out-
flair. That's all
I
they have.
do
They have a lot of
expect
flair.
more out of them, but
Them,
they just don't
West
bring it.
Ham, Leicester City. It's a shambles at Leicester City. It is bad.
20th place.
Yeah, they center back partnership is it's terrible. It's the worst. It's the worst I've seen. Amachi, like, he's Ghanaian. I rep him like, yo, I want him to do well, but he's ass. And then the David Luiz looking brethren,
Oh,
Three,
Wu
then fell
Fei's
tonight.
with the
Yeah,
back-to-back
my
own
bad.
goals. Oh my word!
Yeah, back to no, that, I felt bad for him.
Woot.
Back to back own goals, and you still have to finish the game,
Fam.
bro. I'll get a red card.
I'll be
So,
Not
honest,
even
like
Weghorst.
I'm off. I'm done.
That's it.
no, I'll be honest though, like he's not as bad as what the scoreline said.
No.
Yeah,
To be
no,
honest,
no, it
like
was a really
he's not as
unlucky-
bad. He's not like the imposter.
Yeah.
I saw the own goals. They were
Honestly,
He
no-
tried.
unlucky.
He
Unlucky.
they never
Unlucky.
should have. They never should have sold Peter Schmeichel or Kasper Schmeichel. My bad.
Yeah.
oof.
But
No, never.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ward just looks he looks like he's not supposed to be a goalkeeper. Ward. He just I don't know. I just look at him and just like he has other places.
He
to
makes
be.
me wish that I had continued staying a goalkeeper
No, it's then.
because I could have easily been taking those shots for Leicester this season
Oh my
at
goodness.
this point in time.
Like but Matters has been injured, so that's been a big part. But you still have Tillemans, you still have Ndidi in the middle. I don't know, he's looked lost. You still have
Timothy
Harvey Barnes.
Castian? How do you say it? The Belgian.
Castellan, yeah.
Castian.
Yeah,
He hasn't been too bad.
No, they've had players that have had good like games here and there, but overall it's just pure dog. Get Rogers out of there. Rogers does this to all the teams. Go back.
Madison will have 2 or 3 good weeks in a row, and then he fades from obscurity, and then I just hear nothing about him.
Yeah.
Jamie Vardy more or less the same too. Iniacho, if he's even still there.
No, he's there. Oh, Vardy, I don't know. Vardy's age is just caught up to him.
I think so.
Like,
Yeah.
I think injuries are getting to him too.
Yeah.
Just the little day-to-day things that just
Yeah.
keep him strained
Yeah.
enough.
so to be honest, they should play the ball to him now because he still has a shot. He still has his little burst. But if you try and tell him to go on a foot race, people are overlapping him. I've seen it. I've seen some of the games. I think I watched 2
He'd
of the
lose that
games.
race to Van Dijk by this point.
Dang.
do you
Dang.
guys think it's because of his diet?
Oof.
Red Bull and
It,
That
would
I was gonna
definitely
bro,
be
you have
the
to double
Jamie
his
Vardy
intake
way
of
to
Red
live.
Bull or something. Get a new flavor. Try something new, Vardy. Come on, guys. You guys need to start taking
A
points from the
watermelon.
ops so the Gunners can win it. I need you guys back in form.
Or,
West
you
Ham
know,
is in shambles.
A little bit of a closer title race for us.
I know it's crazy. It is really crazy the way this league is shaping up. Liverpool is Liverpool is I feel so bad for them. Injuries, yeah, but
No, not for a second do I feel bad for them. If I'm going to feel bad for a team this season, it's Hunter and his poor toffees, the Everton.
nah, Everton have just been consistently just
Oh,
ass, man.
brother.
I tried to Hunter the other day. Like, I have love for Everton because I like some of the
That's
players.
what I
from
tell
Nana. I
him.
love them, but Frankie Lampard. It's time
Frankie
to go.
Lampard needs to
It's time to go.
I think Lampard is a
need to make
championship
some cash
manager.
off Anthony Gordon and rebuild off that.
They
They still can.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think Lampard is definitely a championship manager.
Ooh.
I don't think he's a Premier League manager. I mean, don't get me
Lasso.
wrong. One of the best midfielders in the Premier League.
yeah.
You know, I'm gonna keep that respect as a player, but as a manager, I think he needs to step back and realize that he's not a top league manager.
Because I
top
just
team
don't see his
manager.
play style. I don't see his play style. That's the one thing. So everyone's kind of play style, you can kind of like see it, like some fluid, some you can see with the formations. With his play style is just these are my players. Go.
Run after the ball type
Go.
tactic.
This is
Yeah.
just run off the ball. Like, yo, pass it to Gordon. Gordon, you try cross, you miss it. Gray, you try cross, you miss it. Shit. Out of
Dom,
tactics.
throw yourself in for a flying header every now and then. Maybe switch it up.
There we go. Like getting Mope, I thought it was like, okay, you have Calvin Lewin, you have Mope, you have like 2 different strikers that can both get you goals. Man, it's just ass. man.
Mope should have stayed at Brighton.
I didn't.
He
want
should.
him.
I know they
no.
didn't want him. I don't think any other team wanted him, to be honest.
Nah, I was like,
No.
either go to like another league or it's a championship team. Go join Burnley. They might hit 100 points. Burnley.
Yeah, Burnley's going to be coming up real quick, I guess.
And they actually playing good football. They're not playing like the long ball football. They have wingers who attack 1-2. Company brought the pep style.
Which is nice because Burnley used to play a very boring style of soccer.
I mean, realistically, most of their
mud
players
slow.
stayed. Like in in Burnley, unlike most teams that go down, like most of their best
Yeah,
players
it was
like
actually
leave.
quite impressive that they held the team together.
Yeah.
The way they did.
Oh, but
I-
I mean, the players knew. They were like, yo, it's either I go to another championship team or I'm going to a team that's coming right back
well,
down.
long timer Ashley Westwood just went to, I want to say Charlotte FC in the MLS, another retired Premier League player just disappearing. much like Kieran Gibbs, Ryan Shawcross.
Wait, where's Gibbs at?
Gibbs went to Inter Miami.
Is he still
Yeah.
there?
Shit, you not really.
Think so.
No, no, I
Say
remember he
Ryan
was there, but he's
Shawcross
still
too from Stoke City. If you ever heard that,
Golly.
Oh,
When
that
Shaw-
left foot.
yeah.
Yo, what
Christian
happened
Fuchs from Leicester at one point too.
when
Just
when,
retired.
when Shawcross got the hair? That's when he lost his talent. When he was skinhead and he was like going for tackles, you know, that's
Oh.
when it is. But
Ooh, that's so true.
yeah. Ever since he got the hair, he got the little curl. I'm just like, bro, you got soft now, man. It's crazy. There's just a whole lot of stuff that's like the transfer window. It's like only the 20th. We're gonna watch out for the transfer live on Instagram. Details will be in our socials and everything else. Guys, join us in there. We'll have a good time. The transfer window is like, this is when it starts to heat up because teams would identify players and grab the players all on the 31st and the 1st. So this is when it's kind of like you're going to see the rumors. Everything's going to heat up, and then that's when we're going to have a lot more to talk about, guys. But we've just come to the end of this episode. I want to thank our guests for coming up. Just quickly, final thoughts on who do you think needs, just you guys just mentioned, just who do you think needs to have the best transfer window? Just spit out a name.
I don't really think. I don't know. I'm quite confident with United. Chelsea's already bought a lot. So I mean, the only thing that I wanted to bring up earlier for Chelsea was the goalkeeping situation. Mendy, I don't think wants to extend, and Kepa is still being his inconsistent self. So my question to you, seeing as you seem to have some Chelsea insight, was like, which goalie would you like to see them go for? Because that's my big
Wait,
question
didn't they
for
buy
Chelsea.
a goalie from the MLS?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gaga Slolina, something.
Yeah, you did get that.
From
I don't think
Chicago
they're going to rely
Fire?
on him being
Yeah.
number one right
I-
away, though.
Yeah, I see him as a backup for sure. Play FA Cup,
Yeah.
Carabao Cup.
Oh, like Ortega's doing for City right
Yeah,
now?
exactly.
Okay,
but
okay.
I don't see him playing honestly. But like honestly, like in the position we are now,
Yeah.
I'm fine with Kepa.
Yeah.
Like it's
Okay.
cool. But like Mendy like got his injury and then now he's benched, I guess. Like because
Yeah.
Kepa
He's been
performed.
so-so, and he's already said that like he doesn't want to extend. So
But that's on him. He's terrible.
no,
at his form.
no, his form's not the greatest, so it doesn't
Yeah.
do him any favors. But now that I think about it, actually, Brighton should be spending this window, seeing as they keep selling, and it doesn't seem like they're done. Brighton should definitely be buying.
That's true. And but you all know Brighton, like they just popped up with a great strike in Ferguson. So they I think they have
Sully
some
March.
gems. Huh?
He's brilliant too.
Oh, Solly March is, but he's like 30, man, and like he's
Yeah.
playing great football. I rated. But I was like, oh, Solly March. I was just like, wait, how old is he? I'm like, oh, okay. But now he's in the prime, and he's doing what he should have been doing a long time, because with his left foot, he should have been doing this since time. So I'm like, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Like really, like Solly March, Almiron, and who's the other guy that I really wanted to see work it out? That's Pepe. So I've seen all three of them are now kind of like doing their thing. So you know,
You're gonna say
Yeah.
Brighton as well for transfers?
I'm gonna say Liverpool
Really?
because
They got Gakpo.
well, they got Gakpo, but in the center midfield, ain't nothing really going on. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing
that's
really
true.
going
They're
on.
all attacking, no like hole to the
Like
middle. Of them.
like Fabiano's been playing meh. Thiago's been playing meh. Milner is about 50.
Hendo is Hendo.
Yeah. Ox, he's a winger. Like I know he's back. I always want to see him do well. He's back, but he's a winger. He's not a center midfielder. So it's like when they
Depth
put
is
him
missing.
in there. They have some young G's I've seen come up.
Jones.
Yeah.
He's been
Jones-
injured half the season though. Like I was trusting him to like do something for fantasy as a late sleeper pick.
Yeah.
He hasn't even played really this season, to
So-
my knowledge.
Exactly. So I just think, and Keita too, it's like it just hasn't worked out. I know with the injuries. So when I look at
He'll
them,
be on
I'm
his way out.
saying if Liverpool can get, like, I would say they just need to do a whole, like, they need to do something now and get some bodies in now. If they bring in like a Casado from Brighton, that would
Yeah.
make sense. That would make sure him and Fabiano can hold down, and whoever plays that midfield, that's when Harvey Elliott can actually play right behind where I think his position is, him and Carvalho, who they're not even using. So I don't know. I think Liverpool just have a lot, but they need to get active this transfer window.
I'll be honest. I'm kind of surprised they're keeping Arthur.
Oh,
like,
he's still there?
He's still there. Like
Oh.
he's still on
I
loan.
never understood that one.
They could have terminated his contract because he's just been injured this whole time. But like they decided to keep him. I don't understand. Maybe they want to do buy him after, like, buyout clause or whatever it is. But
no, but still, I mean,
Yeah.
like I think he's been there for like nearly a year and a half or 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong.
we
And I'm
haven't
like,
seen him.
I've not seen a glimpse of him. It's one of those players like, yo, just it's done. Maybe if they could get like a Ramsey from Aston Villa, something like that, something to give the midfield a little bite and whatever. But I don't know.
But I don't see Liverpool spending
No.
within the Premier League as
No.
well. Like especially,
No.
I feel like they'll probably buy like a really good player because of like the whole Premier League tax and everything.
Somewhere outside though.
Somewhere from
That's
outside.
worked out. That's worked well for them. I mean,
Yeah,
that's how they got. They did Gakpo from Netherlands.
Gakpo. Yeah,
Yeah,
They got
that was-
Luis Diaz. Where'd they find him?
Portugal.
Yeah,
exactly.
No,
That's what I
so,
figured.
no, he's been a big miss as well to them. He's been a great killer, but
Well, Darwin Núñez is the biggest miss of all. No pun intended.
Oh.
yo,
That was a
I
good
was
one.
gonna say
Yeah.
you set it up, and I'm like, we're talking about big misses, and nobody's even saying his name.
No, because how did he get so shit? How? Because he
makes
looked
me who wears
really
a headband
good.
feel bad.
No, but if you see some of the chances, I'm like, oh, he's gonna make this one. And once he gets that one goal in, I'm like, he's gonna go on a run. But every time I've seen him score a goal, he doesn't go on a run. He's just one goal.
He has become the Timo Werner. I saw a picture of a graphic of him trying to like point to the graphic, and he missed it too. And
No,
someone's like,
stop
he
this.
can't even point at
Yeah.
the graphic. He tried to push Van Dijk. He missed his shove. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
can't even point
yeah.
I've seen that.
I was
That was
like,
funny. That's
oh,
hilarious.
brother.
There was a interview with LFC TV, and they asked him Messi or Ronaldo, and he said Salah.
Oh, I missed that
That's
too.
another
though.
miss one.
Another miss.
I know, man.
Another miss.
We get trying to rep Liverpool. We get it, but bro, score some goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say for me, my transfer, like a team that would need to spend, Newcastle, because if they spend,
Yeah, that's a good one.
they're gonna challenge for the title. I
That's
believe
true.
so.
Like, I wouldn't say they need to, but like at the same time, you're right. They absolutely.
No,
do.
I would say
they're missing
that
the depth.
I would say they need to, especially because I know in the center, Longstaff, they have good defensive wise, but just once again like pushing the ball forward, like someone to run ball, someone just to like change the one to like a magician. They just need a magician in the center, because in the center, like like Mount's supposed to be the magician for Chelsea, Odegaard for Arsenal. You have Bruno, he's supposed to be it for United. You have every team has that one person who's normally central that can just click. Even you go to Aston Villa, they have Wendia and they have Coutinho. Those are two players that even if they're playing on the wing or something, they can just do something in the center and just push everything.
Madison in Leicester.
Madison. If Newcastle go for Madison,
Oh.
that'll be a good pick.
That's actually food for thought.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think a perfect team or a perfect player that Newcastle should have gotten is Lucas Paqueta.
Yeah, he's just now rotting away in
West Ham.
And
I
if
just
he
feel like
had
he
him
would
and
have
Bruno, like
him and Bruno would have
from
been
Leon and from like
crazy link up.
That's it.
Ooh.
That's it. That's actually a good one. Yeah. Well, this is how our endings go sometimes. So we're gonna go back to the ending, guys. Thank you guys for coming. All right, guys, check out our socials, like, comment, subscribe, all that funny YouTube business. Yeah, guys, more exciting stuff coming up. You're just gonna check it out once again. Check out our socials, and yeah, guys, till next time.